Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Phil. That's Sam.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back.
We are doing the Beatles again today.
Yes, a day in the life.
That's right. And I don't think I know this Beatles song, so I'm excited to check this one out because we've done some Beatles on the channel. Sam has not been familiar with the Beatles, and we've
No.
introduced Sam.
Yes, this has been a new journey for me.
Yeah, we've introduced her to a lot of songs. I grew up with the Beatles in my household from my parents, so I did know quite a few songs from the Beatles, but I don't recognize this one. I mean, that could change when we get into it, but we'll find out shortly. And Sam, you've enjoyed our journey with the Beatles and our understanding why they're so renowned, right?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely opened my eyes. I mean, the Beatles are somebody that obviously, I had heard of, but I never really knew much about their sound or why they were so popular. And I think my favorite part of my journey, well, I guess our journey with them, but mostly my journey because it's newer to me, is just how diverse and creative they are. Like they have so many different sounds and so many different like vibes within their music, and they're just so creative in the process that it always like takes you on a journey or makes you just feel really good.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get into a creative sound on this one. That's what the brief overview that we looked into before we started was saying, is that this was a creative masterpiece, if you want to call it that. So this song was off the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and I believe it was the closing song on that album. So hopefully we can post this one, guys. We've had problems with the Beatles music before. A lot of the time it gets blocked and we can't post it. So there are some songs that we've done that we haven't posted, but maybe we can come back to them at some point and maybe that'll change. But just so you know, if there's, anything that you've requested and we haven't posted it and it's a big song from the Beatles, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's find out. A Day in the Life. We got the whole group here.
Yeah.
on
This
the
album cover is
We
crazy.
got multiple Beatles in different costumes here. I don't know who some of these other people are, though. Maybe historical figures, it looks like. Anyways, I'm sure we can stare at that all the time that we listen to it. Let's go with A Day in the Life.
I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. And though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh. I saw the photograph. He blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice that the lights had changed. A crowd of people stood and stared. They'd seen his face before. Nobody was really sure if he was from the House of Lords. I saw a film today, oh boy. The English army had just won the war. A crowd of people turned away, but I just had to look, having read the book. I'd love to turn you on.
Jeez.
Woke up, fell out of bed, dragged a comb across my head.
What is happening?
Downstairs and drank a cup. And looking up, I noticed I was late. Found my coat and grabbed my hat.
What just happened? That was insane. What a transition. Not expecting that, so much drama in that first half. And then we just switched into, like you said, that kind of happy-go-lucky feeling from the Beatles.
Yeah. It's also interesting because in the beginning, he's still talking about like waking up and almost like starting his day by, reading the paper and what
Right.
he's reading
News
about.
articles and
But it's
stuff.
this like sorrowful, sad,
Yeah.
like reading about all like the negative stuff in the news type
Yeah.
thing. And then it like switches up to this happy go lucky of like, I'm starting my day
It's
in my
like two
routine.
perspectives on how
Yeah.
you're viewing the
Like
world.
going to the bathroom, combing my hair, getting my day started, right?
Yeah, but the music, my God, like this is so creative, so insane. Like, how do you come up with something like this?
No, like it's wild.
I mean, the vocals, obviously, from John are one thing, just great. Even that transition, that when we transitioned
Oh, it's
into
just
this next
like
section,
it was almost like orchestral elements just like
yeah,
rising
for
you
sure, the
up.
soaring build, but then the uniqueness in the way that they use the vocal to do that was insane.
Hmm.
Really love the drum fills in that first half from Ringo Starr as well. Like, just perfectly done. Like, adding that dramatic element
Yeah.
in the right sections in the right ways. So cool. And some stereo elements as well. Really, really unique. And I've never heard this before.
I'm going to start using this as an example to my clients as to why we don't wake up and look at the news in our phones first thing in the morning, because this is going to be the difference in your mood for the day.
Yeah, that's valid. But creatively, I mean, we said in the beginning, they're so dynamic, but I've never heard this before, and it's just blowing my mind. So
Yeah, no, it's cool. Really creative.
Way downstairs and drank a cup. And looking up, I know.
let's wind it and go from here.
So we're like,
Woke up, fell out of bed, dragged a comb across my head. Found my way downstairs and drank a cup. And looking up, I noticed I was late. Found my coat and grabbed my hat. Made the bus in seconds flat. Found my way upstairs and had a smoke. And somebody spoke and I went into a dream. I read
Jeez.
the news today, oh boy. 4,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire. And though the holes were rather small, they had to count them all. Now they know how many holes it takes to fill the Albert Hall.
Okay.
Love to die.
Jeez. This is wild. So we got a minute left here. We're just going to leave with the drama. That emphatic piano.
the drama.
Kind of felt like a mystery. Like a mystery movie,
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock kind of. That was the song vibe. I kind of. The hell is that? What is going on there? I don't know what just happened.
This is also the outro to the album, though, right? Like the last
True.
song. So that kind of makes sense why it would end like in this like kind of dramatic way, I feel like.
I wonder if you're supposed to play that backwards. That part and that at the end,
Yeah,
if you played it backwards, if it would say something.
maybe.
Because I feel like I've heard of that before, where they did this with some of their music, where they put sections into it and reversed it, and you'd have to play it in backwards to know what they were saying. Anyways, regardless, not the point. You guys can add some insights down below. Um, what a creative song. I mean, no, you had no idea where that one was going.
No, I felt like this was like really trippy for me. Like I was kind of like, what? Like we're on this journey. Like I have no idea where we're going next. What's coming? Like this obviously isn't a song with like a melodic flow of just a standardized song, right? Like
Yeah.
verse chorus. Like this was like very unique and creatively composed together.
Yeah, and it was like even that dream part, he says something about a dream, and then it kind of like maybe have this image of, like somebody spinning and they're like kind of getting sucked into a vortex. Like if it was like a sci-fi
Yeah.
portion and like you have this hole, this black hole
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that, and somebody's getting sucked in and they're spinning around
Yeah.
like a whirlpool or something. And it was kind of like, that visual of when somebody's getting, they're dreaming, but they're like feeling like they're falling into this like hole, whirlpool, black hole, whatever, and almost like a nightmare kind of dream. That's the visual that was giving me.
You
and
could have made
that's-
the music video for this.
Well, but that's what's crazy, right? Is that I was just going to make the point that they created that visual for me, as you said, the trippy vibe,
Mhm.
just from the musical standpoint and the effects that they were using, and the
Yep.
transitions, and I think like that is why they're so renowned, is because it's not this straightforward cookie cutter,
Yeah, no, not at all.
pattern repetitive music. It's like, no, like let's do that. No, let's do this. Let's try that. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? It's a creative process that you're literally getting to experience.
Yeah, which I think is crazy to me because like I think about like I put myself in their shoes and I think about like if you're sitting down to create a new song, like how is
Yeah.
this what you end up with? You know what I mean? Like it's just so wild that their brain can be that creative and open and diverse to like go through that process to get to this. Because I wouldn't even have the first clue how to put something like this together.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe if you were around
That's
with
why
the
I'm not a
Beatles, they
musical
would've-
genius.
maybe they would have mentored you if you were born a little bit earlier, Sam. Anyways, guys, let us know what you think about this one. This was a brand new experience. First time for me getting a
Yeah.
brand new experience for the Beatles. So that was great. And I really enjoyed the creative process, like I said. So let us know what your favorite part of this one is. I'm sure there's lots of different favorites for different people because there's so many different aspects to this one. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching, guys.